Hi, it's JP here. So, after many thinking, I decided to make a 60 video, but after thinking much more strategy than before. So, I will post my previous 60 video I made in March, but it will be hidden video and it will be linked below. So I was considering making 60 video that would be as detailed as my 6A video. So today we will do it. And the second idea was to make a speed run of 60 to show you how you can make the hardest dungeon look like a, let's say, sandbox or some other easy thing. So today I want to show you strategy for maxed hero. So we take Judith again, and there was some change in her familiars. So I came up with tactics with two shading familiars because double shading is something very worth having. It's basically two free poke in one dungeon. And one very important thing is to have at least one familiar without sneak ability. So you can throw this familiar behind you and no one will sneak behind you. So that's quite logic. And when I was doing my big record in this game, I was using these three heroes, Arthas, Draft, and Judith. And each of them have similar set of familiars. So here is one poker, here is second poker, and there is no sneak, and there is no sneak. And same with Arthas, he got one poker, second poker, and actually none of these have any sneak ability, so everyone can tank it back during this time. So let's go with Judith, as she got Swan, which is probably my best familiar I have. And yeah, I didn't say anything about late game bestiary enemies, so mostly it will be the same for the enemies I mentioned earlier in my 6A video. And later we have few new enemies like Cannon Cthulhu, but not as boss, just regular enemy. He is just a standard shooting guy with MP barrier, nothing more. So that's it. This guy is living in a jar, as you see in this jar, and he's a key enemy in Dungeon 6B and C because he dropped enzymes, that is a must-have for getting energies. So without him you cannot progress quest any further. So as you see, he have 36 and 36 HP, and he got two faded because when you destroy this first 36 HP, his head will be cut off, and we will fight only his head. So he got two faded like bosses in Forest, or the 6B boss, which have two faders too. This guy that was called Cole by the community is vampiric and have sneak. And he is dragging us like the alien monster. Alien monster should be somewhere here. We got 36, 90, 14, and he got 8 HP more, a little bit more attack, and basically the same defense. So these two enemies are very similar. The difference is he got vampirism, so if we allow him to live one more turn, he can heal enough to survive another small hit from us. So that's mostly cosmetic, but the strategy will be very similar to him. And strategy for that jar guy is completely different because he often survive one smashing blow from us, and he have 4 AP um, right after he turn into second phase. So he usually hits twice after the dragging him to the second phase. This mouthy guy is very interesting design, by the way, and he got some small MP barrier and a lot of health, and he's just very tanky. His reflection ability is nothing big, but he can summon a goblin. So the idea is to bring him near the half and try to stun him, usually. And with stun, we can make 2 more smashing blow, and he should be dead after it. But you will probably see in practice how it works. But besides the fact he is very tough, there's much in no much to discuss about him. 6B boss is basically like standard boss, and he got 2 phases. And if you destroy his first phase before he can summon them, you have no lockup in that fight. So basically, if you can make this 90 damage in one turn, which is usually spamming your familiars and spider when the room is empty to surround him, then throw demoralization and simply kill him. Land as much damage as you can on him, and he should be dragged to the phase 2 where he cannot summon anything. So it's standard boss. It is nothing terrible or scary. And his weakened version in 6C is a single one because 6C have few enemies that are distinct for the 6C. And in every 6C room you should have one of each. So one guy with Grimoire, one Salamander with skin, one Anhor dude with Anhor, one Diamond robot with Diamond, and one Dragon Thief Dragon with Dragon Thief. So this guy alone, when he is not boss anymore, he is just regular shooter with nothing interesting. The Salamander is very tough, as you see. 20 armor is a lot. So you basically want to make only smashing blow on it, and maybe with some demoralization. But that's literally it. Standard shooter with decent attack and very big health pool. The Unhurried is much lower armor, but he got a bit higher HP, and he can throw 3 unhorses in you. And basically, these 3 enemies are just shooters with MP. This dude have no shooting stuff, but he got even more armor than the Salamander, so basically the biggest armor in World Dungeon, I think. You can check. This guy have 19, and Salamander is 20, and this robot is 21, so he got the biggest armor in the World Dungeon, but besides it, is very weak because only 3 stamina and only 21 attack, so there's nothing special. And 6C boss, so the last enemy which is new compared to 6A, have 10 shots, so it's a lot of ranged attacks, only for AP, and a lot of attack, so 24 attack, 18 armor, and a lot of HP. So I might kill him before he summons anything like twice, in my 50 runs or something, but it's very hard to do. So mostly it's standard dragon boss in this game, so actually nothing very special. So still in the dungeon 6 runs, the worst guy is this guy, because he can demoralize us. This guy because he is high damage and he can kill us quickly. This guy can be one-shot actually, and this spider. So no big changes than 6A. I will try to keep relying on my memory all the time. So I may make some very stupid mistakes. And I decided to make this run with, let's say, a full inventory as I have pizza, I have both cheese and a poker. Basically, all useful stuff here. Wall gear is 4 plus gear because I already have it, but I think the most meaningful here will be the shield because it can stun enemy and deflect random attack. So if you don't have a 4 plus gear yet, the biggest difference will be probably from the armor, but that's why I want to put my old 6C video, my actually first run there, but I want to make this one as I developed few new tactics in this game, so I wanted to make this run as prepared as I can. So let's try to fit in this MP we already have, and let's go to 6C. So we are here now. I fixed the laggy thing problem. Let's eat a pizza. And let's try the first doors. We have Dune Worm and Alien, so let's step this one because then he will step like once or uh, 2 steps and he will drag us, and this guy have no range to us, so it will be something like this, and we can smashing blow him, and this guy will not reach us, so we can again make smashing blow. And now we have only 3 AP, so we can run a bit. He made 1 step, we make 2, and make him chase us a bit. And one thing I developed during my speedrunning was to use Ariane thread as a blue blue mark or another mark because it makes it much faster to return to that point. And as we have no key right now, we can go there at the very end of dungeon. So we try to demonstrate it at the very end. Now we have a bunch of enemies and we can make it in a few ways. We can just attack and kill as much as we can. So basically doing this. Or we can try to hide as much as we can. So let's try the offensive variant. We have 37 and he should have a bit more HP. Yeah, 37. So he have 9 HP. So if you don't have 4 plus sword, I would recommend to not use standard hit because then you have no armor penetration and you will hit him much weaker than I just did. And we go here and standard smashing blow. It's simply good to remember how much you hit anything. And in this room we have that mouth boy and the archer. So The idea is to eliminate a threat if there is any. And every ranged enemy can be counted as enemy standing here or here, so just near you, attacking you directly if you are in his range. So the idea is to go him and rush him, go this one step in and make sure he will be dead. So one normal hit, as we had 4 AP when reaching this point. One normal hit, one smashing blow, and he's dead. So next thing is just making this, and we have few options now. We can try to stun him, but he will probably use two attacks in this moment. Or we can step one step back and use demoralization. So let's try to stun him. We didn't succeed, but he got only 4 AP, so we can try to stun him again. And as he is stunned, he cannot summon. So you can take stuff here. And yeah, let's heal a bit. In Dungeon 6, try to keep your health near this 50 or something. I know I have max HP project and additional 5 HP from the armor and additional 10 from pizza, but try to keep as high as it can be done with doctor and some additional health from items. In this case, we have 2 shooters anyway, so I think the smartest thing is this. Fish guy will come a bit. We can do this, and basically, no, that's new. So let's just rush on them. We have decent HP buffer for now. Let's try with one normal hit and then smashing blow. I was sure I cannot kill him with one smashing blow, so I tried normal hit in hope that this may be a critical hit, but it wasn't. That's it. One bento. Bento is great in terms of recovering energy because we have additional 5 HP and 15 energy. And in this case, we have 2 tanky enemies and one that can do any damage. Let's try to hide here and let's make them come here. And this Griffin guy usually dies on 2 smashing blows, but you need to have him in your reach. You can tank this goat guy a little, but keep in mind that he is the most dangerous in the wall room this time. But as I said, if you start a fight with higher HP, you should usually be fine with thing you have. So let's keep 45 as a um, good starting point to fight. So let's try to kill him, almost did. So core idea was to hide in the corner and throw demoralization, so there is small chance to actually kill him faster, because killing things faster in dungeon is basically the core of survivability here. And we have another situation like this, so we need to rush here. And we can try to take his shield down and make round kick. This is quite risky because we could eliminate that archer immediately, but I like the risk in this game. So let's try it here. Here at round kick. And this time the 0 from the shield was okay to survive. But mostly want to heal and then attack. And I decided to kill that blue guy before reaching this goblin because he could be awakened soon. And he was possible to be killed at one shot. So if you have chance of eliminate enemy, just do it because less enemy hit you, there is a better chance to survive. In this case, I hope that he can teleport to us, but he didn't. So let's try to, oh yeah, normal hit was enough for him. This guy have also, oh, well, Dragon Knight. He got avoiding damage ability, so there is a chance that there was a chance. Oh yeah, great. Where is Inarizushi here? Let's take this. And squids are weak enough, so we don't need to bother with them this much. But let's play it more safety, eat one roll, and do this. One roll is not enough to tank 2 critical hits in this case, but it is enough to feel more safer. Yeah, so in theory it's 30 gold, but he looks nice, so I'll probably keep him. Oh, and now we have one key. We could use it on the place with blue thread, but we can now open it and check what bad things are here. So, the first room we can do this, so spider or this guy will not come to us. And just try to stun him and then smashing blow him twice. And we have one thread left. One thread left. So yeah, great. Critical hit. And let's make him another critical hit. I mean normal hit and then smashing blow, so you will make sure that he will be dead. But it was easier than I expected. Here we have only this guy, and I destroyed this barrel because it's basically the same as doing 3 steps around him from this point, one, 2, 3 to reach this guy, but you can also destroy barrel or vase and you have basically the same thing. And the biggest difference to other dungeons is that the rat samurai have only one purpose. He can give you 1 diamond if you trade it for vintage cheese. So that's his only purpose here. Oh yeah, I was too fast to think. And I was lucky again. So usually before any ladder, make sure you have possibly high HP to do it. And we have this jar guy, we have Raon. So let's just wait because these two cannot go behind us. And as you see, one shot was not enough to kill him. we can either try to hit him normally, like this, but there's chance that he can survive it like this. So we can make another one. Now he'll drag it to the um, second form. And now we have two options. We can try to stun him or we can try to kill him. So let's try to kill him. And we again need a bit more damage in this time. So let's try to kill him normally and we can just process this fight normally. And this time he got a bit too much HP, so I don't want to risk hitting him normally, but the spider is the easier case, so we got our enzyme now. Yeah, great. So in case like this, we are immobilized, and basically this guy can hit us twice, this guy will hit us twice. So we can either take his barrier out and try round hit, or make something much better, so killing this guy and keep our HP high, as this is guaranteed to shot. And next thing is eliminate easier threat in this case, because we can avoid another critical shot. Critical shots are always bad, no matter what enemy we'll give it. And yeah, let's try to wait one more turn here, go here, and try doing this. It's quite okay. And we don't have another key, so let's go here and make another sign. Let's stick it to the left, so we can teleport later there. And we have 3 enemies. We can either run from them or make one more waiting. And let's try to, yeah. You can count like 5 hits landing on us, so it was 5 chances for a critical hit. And even if that chance is just 5%, it's quite a lot if you stack it. Okay, so let's make this and one step back. So basically, for now, it looks like my best tactic is to rush toward enemies. I developed it all year. But actually, rushing to enemies is sometimes much better than waiting for enemy to come, and he should be in this place right now. So let's try smashing blow. He is not dragged to half of HP, so let's try to stun him and then kill him. And yeah, auto stun with shield is a great thing, actually, as you can see. But mostly tactics should be very similar. So again, once destroy armor, one step back, one hit, and with one triangle here, I could try to make normal hit on him, but in this case I wanted to make him death faster. So we have to do this and destroy. And that was cool to observe what happened. And I was not in the range of taking his barrier out. So we could have a proof that sometimes familiar can be uh, netted too. So yeah, this one is standard room, nothing very big special. In case you can try making first normal shoot, then mm, smashing blow, do it, and keep high HP when entering the any cellar or basement like this. Because as in this case we have quite easy room to clear, uh, there can be very bad situation in such close space like this. So you always want to enter this with very high HP and very high energy, so we can eat another bento. So let's keep that health about 50. And in this case, first we want to eliminate what is the most dangerous. So just eliminate this guy. And we don't want to make him alive. So let's use second smashing blow. This is a big waste of energy, but it makes us much safer now. So we can now try to stun him, but it was unsuccessful. So it's something, hit him once, and another two options to succeed. And this time you had proof that one good shot can kill him. So let's open these doors and taking his shield down to smashing blow. That's very common common fight. And basically, the higher your starting HP is when entering the room, the more chance to survive you have. That's oh, there was a locust. And yes, you can always run away as much as you can because you're scared of enemy, but being scared do not make it work differently. Let's try to make this heal and try to make some risky move. Let's make it again. And as you see, sometimes some risk is just good. With 1 HP potion, we clear the whole room almost for free. And now let's make it this way. And that's not only because Locust can sneak behind you, but also because Swain can clear these guys. And even if 3 of them is hitting him. Nice trap. And in this case, probably this guy will dash to us, and this guy will drag us, so we can just do nothing. Hit this guy once, and let's make sure he is dead. And I made this one step because I was basically sure we cannot kill him with one smashing blow. And after that one step away from here, he have no AP for the second attack, so we avoided one attack this way. It's very small thing, but sometimes it's very good to make that one additional step. Um, One additional step from enemy. So, oh, okay, this will be interesting case. We have finally boss room and this shaman guy. So, let's try firstly to run away. That's the best tactics ever. And this guy shouldn't dash to us. This guy can, and this guy can dash to us too. And if both of them dash to us at the same time, we have to fight. But if only one of them do, and will not dash to behind us, we should be safe. So let's try to run away. And nothing happens. So that's a great thing because we can slowly drag this guy, and then we can go to boss fight actually. And 60 boss always have these fallen angels near him, two of them in every 60 boss room. Okay, there's end of fight. Let's go like here, and I think he is the only one chasing that. So let's make it like this. One normal hit, one smashing blow. And normally we would be hit like once or twice, but the shield stun worked. So let's go here. And try to make this. Great. Now let's make few steps. Like here and make it with something. And keep in mind that sometimes shields from familiar just don't work because for some reason familiar do not see there is a need for using no need to use a shielding ability. And I have one case when I was like in this place. Here was enemy with MP. Here was enemy without MP, and I threw my familiar like this place or this. So he was seeing that MP shielded enemy, but not me. So keep in mind that can be very weird. Let's make an experiment. Let's throw a spider here and swan here. So if my theory is right, this dragon cannot make any, as you see, can wait, and he is not spawning enemy because we have two tiles here blocked and two tiles here blocked, and he has simply no space to spawn an enemy. So actually we made this fight much easier by this. No, great. And he is not killed. So let's eat a potion. Then kill him and put one here because That's a good way to deal with enemy. And let him kill them all. And again, this tactic was to eliminate one threat that can kill us, but in a moment when we can deploy a familiar to fill this hole after an enemy. So that was my main idea of this room. And I think we can put another familiar here. And in time, when you already get enough confidence, you can make either poke or berserker, not both of them, but that's risk on your own, not a thing I recommend. But I think that in many cases, only one thing is enough. So yeah. And with demoralization, even normal hit can hit quite hard, so I threw a spider there. Oh, even harder. Okay, let's try to make it without using anything. I mean, using any poker or berserker. So we have 30 HP, let's drink one potion. And let's try to one-shot him. And then normal hits. So the core in rooms like this is to quickly keep your back safe. In case you would be trapped in between two of them, first thing you should do is to eat poke or vintage cheese, which is 25 HP. So just make sure you will not die. That's uh, that's it. So you simply want to survive before anything happens. And we can make this, we can destroy his barrier, and then we can do another hit, wait a little, and then make something like this. He can go here. We can make 2 shots, and the room is clear. Actually, I didn't make a daylight commentary here because I think it's quite common case to meet in the dungeon, so there is even no need for me to speak about it. Let's eat another one, and somewhere here I think we are making it close to the entrance. Let's try going here, one step here, and take this guy shit down. We are now closer to this guy, so let's make it like this. And let's try to stun them. And it was partially a success, so let's now simply spam around king and it will be fine. So idea was quite simple because that core guy will drag us anyway, so we could as well help him with dragging us. And as I said before, every ranged enemy is basically like having enemy hitting you near to you. So you really want to make ranged enemies die first. Let's try to reach him this way. And one healing, 2 steps, so oh yeah, great. 2 steps, so he will attack only once, and I misclicked it. But that was mostly the idea. So one more step, so he cannot attack twice in his turn. So that's really interesting tactics to make. So we have 2 possibilities, 3. Let's try to open this first. And as you can notice, I am trying to use only one side entrances. So I really think I will not lose myself here. Let's take everyone MP and standard round trick. Yeah, so much round trick that nothing happens. And some healing because having 15 HP is quite dangerous here, no matter what enemy you're fighting. Even if you like to risk a bit. Let's just make sure there is nothing and go. So let's make it like this. Standard technique shield because what we can do more, and let's try to stun them. Basically stunning enemies is the greatest thing you can do in this game, mostly. Because then enemy is harmless for a moment. Let's go here, here and wait. Usually you should make 2 full smashing blows, kill him, but as you see, sometimes normal attack is enough to finish him. Nice. Actually, what is vintage? She's 30 energy, so let's see the one at least. This guy will drag us, and let's rush to gold guy. As you see, the biggest DPS, I mean, the biggest damage from an enemy was from that ranged guy, because we were in his range. That was most the worst thing we could make, to be in his range, and he was hitting us. So basically you smashing blow everything without thinking much. That's core of the tactics here. Yeah, great. We have Nonogram to solve. I think we are pretty much close to the end, because these dungeons are not that long, but it may seem. And I think we are very near to the entrance, as you see. Let's try to rush to him and kill him. One step to make ourselves hide. Great. Not great. Basically, you want to minimize the enemy damage per round, and that's what you want to do. I have a lot of these now, so 100. So much locust here. Let's make it standard, I think. The thing is, you can tank a lot of enemies, but you have to keep your health high enough. And in case like this, you first heal, and then you hit. So it's not that bad thing if you tank intentionally, but keep in mind that you should know what you are doing when you are tanking. If you are taking damage out of nothing, it's not that good. So let's try to use this. We are teleported. Hmm. Okay, let's eliminate him, heal, then eliminate this guy, and basically that's how you should make World Dungeon. Eliminate biggest threat, and the game is playing itself. So let's teleport to the second place. And we have our fallen angels waiting for us. So let's make a pivot familiar. He will tank for us a bit and die in glorious combat. And thanks to him, we can finish this room. But I think I had to miss something here. So let's try to find that last room. And oh, I move that wall blue stars for a moment. Here is something. Let's eat a muffin, and hopefully it won't be that bad. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. So now let's wait until the moralization comes down. Let's throw a spider for an additional power, and okay, let's just kill him. And let's eat one mushroom and go here. And do we have anything more? No, it's cleared. So we fit in 850, I think. Yeah, that's pretty well level. Pretty well done. And as you saw, basically 6C tactic is very similar to 6A. If you want to make it very safe, but if you want to risk a bit, you can do it like I did. So still the most dangerous enemy is this guy and this guy, and enemies like these two or these two are very easy to kill. This one, it's actually it's easy to kill too. For some reason I thought he is more tanky than his, but he have more AP, so he's still more dangerous than the others. And basically every melee enemy is just a melee enemy. They don't do very much compared to the others. Ranged enemies are more dangerous because they can hit you in any case. This shaman can be destroyed easily if you know how to approach him. So basically it's still not a big threat. And what can I say more? New enemies are nothing, no big deal. Maybe except this guy because you won't stun him and he can summon this guy. So it's not a good thing and that's it. There is nothing very scary in 60. At least if you already have few things like max project and max HP. So as I said, I will post my old 60 run when I was doing it for the first time, but it will be a private video, so you can compare my early tactics to current ones, but currently I'm just making it a bit risky. It's actually some risk if you control it enough, but still think what is happening. So keeping your health high and counting your AP so you can fit enough actions in one. This is still best thing to do. What you can do, and yeah, that's it. And for those who think my work is anything worth here, I will make a Patronite account soon, so it will be probably linked below. So yeah, maybe I will have some coffee for it for these videos. And mostly that's it. And next video on channel will be probably a 60 speedrun. And this will be basically the same thing, but without big commentary. It will be just running through dungeon. So yeah, that's it. So see you next time. Bye.